And right now you're saying, great, Justin, but how? How do we activate these biological pathways, and how do we get to these feelings of safety? That's a fair question. I can respect you putting me on the spot. You need safe people. That's one of the pieces here. We need safe people. Safe people send cues of safety. Remember, this is a biological thing. So we can actually communicate, not just through words, but like biologically, we can send cues that our biology is in a safe state to other mammals. We'll talk about just us here, humans in particular. So when we do things like smile, when we have gentle touch, when our eyes crinkle here on the sides of our eyes, when we have vocal prosody, which is like a sing-songy quality to our voice, like when we go up and down, we can ask a question. So like we can use our voice as a way to indicate that we're safe. If we can have a full range of voice, that means we are safe mammals. So that sends a cue of safety. All these are cues of safety to other mammals and for us people. Let's do another exercise here. I want you to notice what happens inside of you when you see these pictures. How do you feel when you see this one? And again, there's no right or wrong way, but just kind of notice how you feel when you see this one or that one. How about this one? That one? This is the picture that usually gets people. It's the eyes of the baby. Can't go wrong with that, right? The other piece that you need here when it comes to activating your safety pathways, the other thing you need is safe places. Not just safe people, but also safe places. The environment, just like people can send us safety cues, the environment can send safety cues as well. So things like having more space, that can be helpful versus like cramped, tight spaces. Greens, the color green, can be a cue of safety. Sound, pleasant sounds, even things like the waves on a beach. Symmetry, I think, is typically a cue of safety when things are even or predictable, I guess. There's a predictability in symmetry. Trails going off in the distance, like that picture in the top. There's a trail going off. When we see trails, it is like this kind of cue of safety in our system. But also temperature. The temperature of the environment can be a cue of safety or danger. If it's too cold, if it's too hot, that will be a cue of danger. And that's actually what we're going to be talking about after this here. So we can create safety by being with safe people, being in safe environments. We can use our imagination, just like we did at the beginning of this whole presentation. Using our imagination is or can be a cue of safety. Remembering memories, using your five senses, listening to music, utilizing movement, breathing into your belly if you can, being with safe people, again, being a safe environment. All of these things can be cues of safety to stimulate those safety pathways, to bring our bodies into those feelings of connection and empathy and calm and relaxation, playfulness. We have to have these things stimulated, those pathways first, and then those feelings come after it. And we can stimulate those pathways by doing things like in this list here. Now, I do have a course called Building Safety Anchors that goes into these possibilities like memories, senses, music, movement. I do have a course that's called Building Safety Anchors on justinlmft.com, and you can learn way more about each of these, and it teaches you how to actually do it and guide you. There actually is a day-by-day guide on what you can do to feel more safety in your system. The point here so far is that, number one, safety is biological. It's not just about the environment, okay? It's biology. It's not just about thoughts. It's not just about feelings. It's biology. Safety, when we're safe, when we have those pathways active, it can lead to connection with other mammals. Happiness, love, calm, playfulness, empathy, and more are experiences of being in a state of safety. These don't happen unless those safety pathways are active. Hey, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you like what I'm doing here on YouTube, I think you'll like what I have on the website a lot more. It's justinlmft.com, and there is the podcast, the blog. There's a free book that I wrote that connects the polyvagal theory to trauma, and that's just sign up for my email list and you get the book for free. justinlmft.com. I think you'll like it a lot. This and other content I create is not therapy, not intended to be therapy, or be a replacement for therapy. Nothing in this creates or indicates a therapeutic relationship. Please consult with your therapist or seek for one in your area if you are experiencing mental health symptoms. Nothing should be construed to be specific life advice. It is for educational and entertainment purposes only.